Welcome back, YouTube. We finally got a day with no rain in the forecast, but the river is muddy and high, so we haven't been fishing. It's been over 2 weeks. But what we have here today is a drone. This is the Veeniix V11Air. It was sent to me by Veeniix to do a review on. I don't get paid by them or anything. They sent it for a review. But we can unbox it and we could do a review on it. I've already charged the batteries, charged the remote, but they also sent a Veeniix remote ID broadcast. And if you lose signal or something, if you happen to crash your drone and lose signal, this Veeniix will still yet be working even when the drone's down, and you can retrieve your drone. It'll still send out a signal to where the location is, and you can track your the signal to the drone. It just comes with some Velcro. We'll take it out the box here, but it comes with some Velcro patches that you can attach to your drone. And here's the little ID itself. It'll put out the signal. Even if you have an older remote that don't have built-in ID, then you can use this and register it with the FAA, and you can fly off of that. And it also has a charging cable with it and the strap under there. But yeah, but this drone is over 250 grams. So I already registered it with the FAA, and I took the trust test. I have my papers on that. But we got unbox the drone here, and we down here at the river landing, and we're gonna do some flying with it down here. I'm new to this drone flying, but we could give it a good go. But yeah, we down here at the river, and we getting set up here. I got my little launch pad over there. Borrowed the wifey's rubber mat. But we could fly it some, and we go over some of the features and stuff of it using it flying. And it comes with a nice carrying case. This one has the double zippers on it. Then we have a compartment up here on the top. Then here you'll find your manual, your Veeniix quick app, to download your app to your phone. Already downloaded the app, so we already got it up there. This is some of your data cables that what you can find the right cable to connect your remote to your phone. So this is one of your connections here. It has two cables in there, and there's one already in the drone that fits my phone. So you get 3 cables with it. So any phone you have, it should hook directly up to your remote. You get some extra gimbal sticks. They send 2 extra charging cables for charging. The zip ties goes with the remote ID. But you get some extra propellers here. In case you break some, got a screwdriver in there. That's pretty much it for in there. Then up under the cover you have your drone, 2 batteries. All this comes wrapped neatly in this package, but I done unwrapped everything because we already charged the remote, and we've charged the 2 batteries there. The 2 batteries will last up to 70 minutes. That's 35 minutes each battery. And then over here we have the drone, but we could go ahead and get it out and get all this stuff hooked up. So we'll go over the remote first. On the remote up here, and once I put my phone on here, it's gonna be hard to see back here. But up here you have like a little wheel. This is for your camera angle when the drone is flying. whether you want it pointed up or you can point it straight down under the drone. Just turn this wheel to whichever side. Over here on the left, you will have the camera button here to turn your camera on to start recording, or you can take a picture. It has 4K camera and 6K photo. But under here is your 2 joysticks. This up under here, we could go ahead and get them mounted onto here. Just simply pop them out. And screw them right in there. And we have our power button here, speed button. Right now we got it set on beginner, but you can also go to pro and your drone will fly faster and you can fly farther with it. But we got it set because I'm a beginner. I only flew for like 20 or 30 minutes the other day practicing with it, first time flyer. But all this I'll leave in the description below the video, and you can check out the Veeniix V11Air, and you can check out the remote ID. Over here we have our takeoff flight button to power it up, power up the drone. But we could go ahead and get everything set up here. We'll pull the drone out here and talk a little bit about it, and we'll go with some the other stuff when we start flying here. But they send this handy little card with it, and this will tell you what the remote does, what each button is for, and what it does on this card. This is a handy feature that they send with it. So this is one way you can tell what and all your remote works. Okay, on the drone, the arms just fold out on it. On this one, the feet or the legs are already fixed, so you don't have to pop them down. They're already there. Here's where your micro SD card goes into the side right here. We already have the SD card in there. Your battery compartment back here in the back, and up here on the front with the cover on it is where the camera is. We go ahead and pop the cover off of the camera, and this camera sits on a 3-axle gimbal, so it very stable in flight. Okay, we could pop our phone holder out. Phone holder here. Here's one of your cords. I already got this one up under there that fits my phone. My phone's been, I operate off the right hand side plug that's down in here, and we'll get the phone set up in here and bring this around and hook into the phone. Then our remote will be connected to our phone. Okay, we have our phone on, got our phone set up on top up there, got it plugged in. Turn on the power to the remote. All you do is hold it for a few seconds and hit a try to connect. Now we can turn on the power to the drone over here. Get it powered up. You can hear the remote beeping. Trying to get connection to the drone. It's trying to find it. As soon as it finds it, it'll let us know. Okay, we already have our phone connected to the remote, and the remote is in connection with the drone. You can see the picture through the camera on the drone there. What we want to do now, we need the GPS signal is good and strong.
Ready to fly.
Ready to fly. But what we need to do now is a calibration. So the hitter know where home is, where it took off from, and because it has the auto return home feature. If it loses connection, signal, or anything, and you got it calibrated, it will come back to where it took off from and land itself. That's one of the features it has, but we could go ahead and calibrate it and smash the calibration button over here on the right. It says now to pick it up and turn it 2 times to the right. I'm gonna have to set my phone down for a second to do this. Okay, let's spin it twice and we should hear the remote beep. There went the beep for that. Okay, with the camera end pointing up, we want to turn it 2 times this way and we should hear the remote beep again. There goes the beep. So it's calibrated. Now we want to hit calibrate.
Vertical calibration okay.
Everything's okay. It's telling us what and all's good here. So we could get ready now to start flying. Okay, to power it up, we're going to move the right joystick to 7 o'clock and the left joystick to 5 o'clock.
Flying in cruise speed.
There she is. She cranked up. Okay. We go up. Let's go to the left joystick and go up with it. Yep. Waited too long. We also have a power up button over here on our left.
Flying in cruise speed.
We can just smash the button and hit a power up.
Fly.
There we go, and we got our hover in there. It'll sit there in one place as long as I don't touch no buttons, no handles. And you can see us in front of the drone there on the camera. But that's us. We're looking at each other. That's it, looking at the river out there through the camera. And if we move the joystick here to the left, and the drone will turn to the left. You can see it on here turning. Hit a pan around. Go back the other way. So up here on the right, shows you how much battery life you have left on your battery on the drone, how much battery life you have left on your remote, your GPS signal, how strong it is. It's drifted over a little bit because the wind's blowing. Let's bring her up in next to us a little. Yeah, turn her a little bit. But I'm new to this and I'm still getting used to these joysticks and stuff. I'm gonna walk over here because it's hot over there in that sunshine. Let's get her turned a little bit more here. Look at herself. Let's hit the record button on the camera and see what that'll do. Now we're recording while we're flying. So I can take this SD card and pop in the computer when we get home, and we can look at the footage we get through the camera of the drone. Let's bring it up here a little closer. Whoa, here Nelly, don't run over me now. Yeah, let's turn her a little bit in with these here left joystick there. We're recording right now, recording ourselves, and we'll look at the footage on the computer when we get home and see how that looks. We're down here at the P House landing. This is one of the rivers that I put in at. We could try to fly right over the river here in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and land it here on our pad. We just go push down on the left button. We got to get her lined up. The wind's blowing. He's wanting to blow it off course a little bit. Just to push down on the left joystick and go ahead and land her. And we landed safe. Once it lands, it will cut itself off. Just hold down on the joystick and it'll cut itself off. I may have mentioned that it has the follow you around mode. It'll follow you wherever you go at. You can also go on your phone and plot out a course on your phone, map it out, and it'll go to each one of them waypoints. I wish we could have caught a calmer day to fly it. We could try to land it here now. We just could pull down on the left joystick and make sure it's lined up with our launch pad right there. Back it up a little bit. Bring her down. And hold down on the joystick and it'll cut itself off. YouTube, we down here flying at what we call Pine Tree landing right now down here on the river. That's it up there if you can see it. But we down here in the wind. We tried to get out some of that wind blowing so hard it's blowing here too, but we can hold it a little bit more steady. But I am surprised by the little camera that's on that thing, how clear it is. And it has a 5x zoom on that camera, and I don't have it zoomed in. That's some view there of the landing here, and there's a little creek there that goes out into the river. Like a lake up in that side. There's the creek going the other way. YouTube, that's gonna be our video on the Veeniix V11Air. That's our video on the review of it. But if you're interested in it, I'll leave a link below in the description, and you can check them out. They're easy drone to fly. I'm new at it, and I had no trouble flying it. It's pretty windy, but it still holds its course. Sit pretty steady. It's a few times that had a little trouble hanging on, but it hold and sit right there. But anyhow, that's our video on it. It's the Veeniix V11Air, and we'll catch you the next time, YouTube.